Hello guys, this is Yara here. Welcome to an episode of Dueling Book Battles. And on this side we have Zade later on YouTube. And I'm gonna leave a link to his channel in the description below. Just check him out. He posts like deck profiles and all and gameplay and stuff like that. And he's going up against GGYGO. So we have two Yugi tubers going up against each other. I'm also gonna leave a link to GGYGO's YouTube channel in the description below if you wanna check him out. But yeah, let's get started. Let's see who is gonna get to go first or second. So Zade wins the paper scissors rock. So let's see what deck he is on. So Zade starts off with Gold Sarcophagus, Stree, Shifter, Map, and Mystic Mine. So he's in the Floowandereeze strategy, and he has a pretty good hand. And GGYGO starts off with Multi-Roll, Infinite Impermanence, Fusion Destiny, Rose, and Ray. So he has one going second card, and he has a way to Ray. I mean, he has Ray itself, but yeah. So let's see how they decide to do. Starts off with Shifter, which of course this is like one of the only meta decks at the moment that can main deck Shifter, and Shifter is basically a game ender against a lot of combo decks and just decks in general. This card is just so strong. But activates Gold Sarcophagus to banish out Robina. It's gonna activate Map, reveal Stree, banish out Eaglin, normal summon out Stree, chainlink to Robina, add that back, normal summon out Robina, chainlink to Eaglin, add back Eaglin, and he's gonna add the bear statue right here, which this is not that good versus Sky Striker because they can go into Hayate and beat over it. So no, but I don't think he knows what deck GGYGO is on, so it makes sense. So he's gonna go ahead and normal summon out Eaglin, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna chain Imperm right here. Like if you play against Floowandereeze, this is the best target to hit with Impermanence, the Eaglin, because that cuts access to the Impen. So yeah, he's gonna go ahead and hit the Eaglin with the Impermanence. So draws into Celestial. So he's on the hero package, which almost every single Sky Striker player right now is on the hero package. So normal summon out Rose, gonna go ahead and link that off for Hayate. That gets banished. Attack the Wind Bear statue. It's gonna go ahead and link that off for the Shiz. Activate Fusion Destiny. Those get banished because of Shifter. So during the end phase, he's saying, I knew you were on this deck, but completely forgot until you summon. Always am. One of my biggest friends did a coaching session with you, said you were on it. Always gotta play the best deck, right? I don't know about Sky Strikers being the best deck. I don't know about that. But it's engage. And okay. So draw phase. He's gonna activate Enforcer. He's gonna pop the map. Okay. Normal summon out Eaglin. So that's gonna go ahead and add the Impen. Now it's gonna go ahead and tribute summon those to summon out Impen. Chainlink 2 Stree. It's gonna add the Dreaming Town. Normal summon out Stree. Chainlink 2 Robina. Add that back. Banish out the Enforcer with Stree. Normal summon out Robina. Add a copy of the Eaglin. Now it's gonna go ahead and attack over that. He's gonna crash into it. Attack with Impen. Attack with Stree. And attack with Eaglin. He's gonna go ahead and set the Dreaming Town. He just wanted to have like a zone open so he can summon. So he's gonna go ahead and draw into Small World. Okay, he's playing Small World here, maybe so he can get access to Ray easier. So activate the Engage to add a copy of Widow Anchor. Normal summon out Ray. He's saying think. He's saying that's okay. Okay, then so he was saying battle phase, but Zade's saying he wants to stay on main phase so he can activate the Dreaming Town. If you didn't know, you can only activate this during the main phase. So if you have something like a Cosmic Cyclone, this is a good target to hit during the draw phase or standby phase. So activate the Dreaming Town. Normal summon out Eaglin. Chain Ray. Chain the Anchor Gonna go into Hayate. It's gonna add the Eaglin back. And GGYGO just admits defeat. Yeah, I mean, Zade had just too much on the board. Like, pretty much he had 5 monsters on the board. So, alright, now we're going to go to game number 2. So, I'm pretty sure that GGYGO is going to decide to go first. So, Zade Slater starts off with Eaglin, Terraforming, Harpy's Featherstorm, Ryza, and Eaglin. Surprised that he sided this in. I don't think his main deck in this. He probably assumed that the Sky Striker player wanted to go second, but I feel like almost every Sky Striker player nowadays is opting to go first, since they can set up something like a Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. So, and a lot of them are running the Adventurer stuff as well, so it's also good going first. So, but yeah, this would have been a crazy hand going first with the Featherstorm and access to map. But yeah, and then GGY just starts with Fusion Destiny, Magician Souls, Rhoda, Impermanence, and Rose. So we see here that he's on the Magician Souls. Okay, alright. I mean, I guess it makes sense because a lot of the times you have a lot of spells that you can't really use on Sky Strikers. So, and it gets more spells in the graveyard as well. So, okay, so he's gonna activate Rhoda. Getting access to Ray, normal summon our Ray, going to Shiz, activate Fusion Destiny, pitching out the bricks. He's gonna go ahead and set the Impermanence, end phase Shiz, activate effect to add a copy of the Engage. Okay. Draws into Empen. Okay. Normal summon out Eaglin. He's saying that's okay. I mean, because he can't even go into Empen right now since he needs 2 tributes for it. So, it's going to go ahead and add a copy of the Apex Avian. During the end phase, he's going to go ahead and pop the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Activate Enforcer effect and pass. Okay. Magician Souls. Okay, so let's see what he's gonna decide to do. Enforcer comes back. Main phase 1. It's gonna go into Hayate. Attack for 4,000. Activate Hayate effect to pitch out a copy of the multi-roll. Main phase 2. Go into Kagari. Kagari is gonna add back the multi-roll. I like having multiple Kagaris on the TCG, unlike Master Duel. I mean, Kagari is just such a crucial part of the deck, basically. So adds multi-roll back. He's gonna go into Shiz, end phase Shiz. Add Afterburners. He draws into the Adventure. He's saying anything else I know. He just knows multi-roll and the. He knows multi-roll, he should know Engage, and he knows Afterburner. So, normal summon out Eaglin. Chainlink 3. Okay, so he's doing Chainlink 1 Eaglin, Chainlink 2 Eaglin, other effect, and then Chainlink 3 Adventure. Okay. He's saying that's okay. So he's gonna add back Robina, add back the Eaglin, and add the Earthbound Immortal. Normal summon out Robina, chain Impermanence. I'm assuming he's doing this now because even if he has map, he can just pop the map with the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, so he doesn't have to worry about holding the Imperm for the Eaglin. And yeah, and he already used up the Adventure, so he doesn't even have to fear like chaining 1 Rubina, chaining 2 Imperm, chaining 3 Adventure, dodging the Imperm. He doesn't have to worry about that anymore. So that was the correct play right there. Activate map, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, and yeah, next game. So now we're gonna go to game number 3 of Sky Striker versus Floowandereeze. So let's see how this goes. I like seeing these 2 decks going at it. So Zade Slater starts off with Eaglin, Stree, Bear Statue, Robina, and Pot of Duality. So going first, very good hand, and this is gonna give him access to Harpy's Featherstorm or something, depending on what he has on his main deck. And then GGYGO starts off with Cosmic Cyclone, Prep. Also, he's playing Prep as well for the Magician Soul stuff. So Horner Drones, the Enchantress, and Ash Blossom. So yeah, he has access to all three of the things. And with this, he should be able to go into Enforcer if he's allowed to play. So activate Pot of Duality, Eaglin, Ryza, and the Unexplored Winds. Gonna add the Unexplored Winds. Activate the Unexplored Winds. GGYGO saying that's okay. It's gonna go ahead and send both of those back. Draws into Eaglin and the Adventure. Oh, this is a very good draw right here. Wow. Active Robina, chain Ash, chain the Adventure. Banishing as cost to add the map, and then he's gonna be able to keep playing right here. Activate map. Reveal Eaglin. Banish out Stree. Chaining 2 Stree. That's gonna add the Impen. Normal summon out Stree. Stree effect. Banish out the Adventure. It's gonna tribute summon both of those. Chaining 2 Robina, chaining 1 Impen. Robina add itself back. It's gonna add the Dreaming Town with Impen. Gonna go ahead and set the Dreaming Town. So he should be able to pop this during the standby phase. Yep, that was the correct play right here, since he can only activate this during the main phase. Banish out the Dreaming Town. Activate the Enchantress effect to add a copy of Right. Activate Right. Okay. He's gonna activate the Magician Souls. Okay. Pitching out the Illusion. So he's gonna activate the Faithful on the summon of Magician Souls. He's saying your list looking a little wild. Yeah. It's the new wave. He's gonna add the Draco back. Activate the second effect to add the Enchantress and pitch the Enchantress. Activate Magician Souls, pitching out the Prep and the Draco back. Add Small World and Ray. Okay, very good draws right there. Activate Draco back effect to re-equip or equip in this scenario. So activate Draco back to put back Impen. Gonna go ahead and link that off for a Link Spider. Link both of those off for a Verte Anaconda. Activate the Horner Drones. He doesn't want a normal summon now Ray, so that map doesn't activate. So that's why he's only special summoning. Attack with Verte Anaconda. Attack with the Hayate. Hayate will send a copy of Engage. Activate Kagari to add back Engage. Activate Verte Anaconda. I wonder why he didn't go into Shiz before going into before activating Verte Anaconda effect. Special summon out the Enforcer. Activate Enforcer effect to pop the map. He's saying he miscalculated. Now Zade's saying is M1 fine. Activate Pot of Prosperity. He's gonna go ahead and reveal those. He's gonna add the Dimensional Barrier to cut access to Enforcer. He didn't really have the best of draws there, but normal summon out Eaglin, so he's gonna do this now so that he won't be able to tribute the Enforcer later on. So tribute that now to pop the Unexplored Winds. Pop the Unexplored Winds. Activate effect Engrave. He's gonna add this tree. And add the Ryza. So now he's just gonna get Ryza looped, I'm assuming. Let's see which way he takes. He's gonna add the Eaglin back. Add the Toucan. Tribute both of those off for Impen. Chaining to Robina. Robina add itself back. Impen effect to add the Adventure back. Normal summon out Stree. Activate the effect of Stree. Banish out the Enchantress, normal summon out Toucan effect to, oh yeah, the Dreaming Town is gonna add itself back, and yep. Look how many cards that Zade had in his hand, the Floowandereeze player. He had 6 cards in his hand. That's crazy. The amount of card advantage that they're able to get is just crazy. Yeah, like I've even heard some Floowandereeze players like struggle, like having only 6 cards in their hand. They're like, I have too many cards. That's my problem. They have to discard or set cards that they don't want to set. So yeah, I think we might start seeing a lot more Floowandereeze in the future because yeah, Scythe is just so popular in the meta, and if you are playing a deck that's extra deck reliant and then you cannot stop the Scythe lock, then you just kind of lose, right? So Floowandereeze just kind of cuts that problem altogether. You don't rely on your extra deck. They Scythe you just like anyways, you just keep playing. So you don't care at all about the Scythe lock. And the cool thing about playing decks like Floowandereeze is that you can main deck cards like Dark Ruler No More, or cards like Lightning Storm that you wouldn't normally be able to use on like a regular deck, because you just can't afford getting Scythe locked. But since you don't care about the Scythe lock, you can use some of the other optimal cards like Dark Ruler No More and Lightning Storm, you know. So yeah, very interesting deck, very interesting deck. This is not a fun deck to play against. I almost like compare it to something like Guru or Altergeist, where they just keep getting card advantage every turn. It's more of a control deck, if anything, because they have a hard time OTKing unless they open the absolute crazy nuts, you know. So, but yeah, all right then, guys. As always, don't forget to check out Zade later on YouTube, and don't forget to check out GGYGO on YouTube. This was Yara here, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.